Oh, well, I wanted to thank you for taking time to speak with me today.
Yeah, this is a pleasure for us. It's our first, you're among the first to interview us, actually.
Well, I'm very honored. You've done an amazing album from top to bottom. I wanted to ask you, how did the name Humming Whale come to you?
That's a good question. We actually spent quite a lot of time on trying to figure out what would be a suitable name for our band, and it wasn't easy. We were like, this was only a few years ago. We changed from a different name, and we needed a new name, and I think we went through tons of ideas in our heads, and
Mhm.
I think we discussed several different options with the full band as well. But somehow Ville came with this idea of the humming whale, and it just
Ah.
felt right.
Yeah, it's mostly Wille's fault, to be honest.
And then speaking of chasing rabbits, I wanted to ask you, how long did it take to put the material together for you?
Well, the song composition of the songs, this took years and years. I think Equilibrium and Haunter are probably among the first, like the oldest songs on the album, and they were composed around 2012.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but we wrote the songs between, let's say, 2012 and 2016, and then we started recording. But then we kind of thought that when we were recording, we started to kind of think that maybe synthesizers are a good component in our sound as well, and this took maybe a couple of years to kind of putting the puzzle together. And
Sure. And I wanted to ask you, in the process, has there during the time you've been together, you said you were in a previous band as well. During that time, did you formulate a songwriting process, a way that everyone works together? Or is it just whoever comes up with a random idea?
Aki, do you want to
Yeah, sure.
present your view?
Uh, I'd say that we have adapted the way to do it all together. And
Mhm.
in the previous bands, it's always been some kind of a one magician in the band who says who plays and what. But in our band, it's kind of a democracy that someone has a riff and then we try to make it pristine, and it's kind of hard to explain the exact process, but
Mhm.
it's I hope Lassi agrees with me that
Yeah, and I think we've also we're very flexible. So sometimes somebody comes with a bunch of things that already resemble a song, and then we work on that. Or sometimes somebody has an idea when we rehearse, and then we feel that everybody joins in and let's build something together on this. And but so we go back and forth different between different kinds of processes as well.
yeah.
And we like to jam a lot
Mhm.
when we're at the rehearsal pad. That's one of our favorite activities. So we just play around,
Sure.
and we usually have some kind of a handheld recorder on, and then we listen back later, at least sometimes, and if we remember that there was this nice moment. And
Right. And that's a great idea. I think a lot of artists do that nowadays, especially now with access of a phone. Even if you're going on a walk or doing an activity and something comes to you, you can always put the melody in your phone and come back to it.
yeah, yeah. And then when we write something, then we usually also try to make a demo for us
Mm.
ourselves quite early on. And then that way we kind of hear if some things don't work, and then we start paying attention to those parts. And
Yeah,
And the album starts out with Awake, which is one of my favorite tracks on the album. I wanted to ask if you could speak on it.
About the process or the meanings or the whatever.
Both. You can talk about both. It's a great track.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's not necessarily the most typical characteristic track for us. It was something that we really it was somehow born out of some ideas, and when we set out on that path, it just led us. And I wrote the lyrics for that song, and those were inspired by the Alan Wake video games, which were like produced by a Finnish company. And those I don't know if you're familiar with those, but these are basically like set in a really nice atmospheric world of their own,
Ah,
where kind of shadows come alive in the forest and so on. So that was the kind of a mood that we wanted to capture there. And yeah, there was a little bit of going back and forth and trying to fit all the pieces together, but we also feel that everything kind of works in that song quite well. And Aki really did an amazing job with the vocal
I just
performance.
gotta I gotta say that it's not my favorite song to perform in live because it's kind of a just like imagine a chainsaw and you just gotta keep pushing the the
sure.
button, keep the grind going on, and
Yes.
it's pretty painful for a singer, but it's a great song. I remember when Lassi came with the lyrics, and I was just staring the papers. There were like maybe 4 pages. It's like, are you really thinking that I'm singing all of this in this song? But of course, it's a 5 minutes song, so it's it's a great piece. And
Yes, it definitely is. And I wanted to ask you, who's responsible for the picture on the album cover?
That's Ville. Ville, our bassist, bass player, he is a hobbyist photographer and very good one. And we really wanted somehow again we were playing around with a lot of ideas for the cover, and
Hmm.
we kind of handed the baton to Ville to kind of showcase some ideas. And when we saw that, it was kind of instantly a favorite of ours already.
Yes. Yes,
yeah,
definitely a great cover and a great track. I wanted to ask if you could speak on that track as well.
Yeah, sure. Maybe Aki can start since he
which
wrote the
track
lyrics.
we're talking about? Which one?
Chasing Rabbits.
Chasing Rabbits. Yeah, it's some kind of a mix match. Alice in Chains meets with Alice in Wonderland. It's something like
Mhm.
that. And I've always been a fan of Alice in Wonderland. And Chasing Rabbits, it's to me it means something like our humanity, our race, when we're just chasing something like the rabbit with the
Mhm.
watch, and the time is running out, and we're middle of the nowhere, and we see people are turning into some kind of worms and maggots around of us, and we're still just chasing the rabbit and never
Sure.
achieve the goal. So it's does it sound simple?
It
Yeah.
does. It does because that's actually what we are going through.
Yeah,
We are in a world of people that are chasing rabbits, and unfortunately, there a lot of them are chasing the wrong ones.
yeah.
Mhm.
And nowadays we are chasing the AI
Yes,
mostly,
yes,
but it's okay. It's okay.
yeah. I think there'll be never be a replacement for true art because
Yeah, definitely.
the couple years ago I interviewed a band that was it was all supercomputers, 6 supercomputers that was actually a group. And I heard the album and I sent a request out. Guy goes, well, you can talk to one of computers. And I said, well, when one of your computers gets a divorce and gets screwed in the divorce, then I'll talk to you. Then I'll talk to your computer. But until then, we ain't got nothing to talk about, you know.
Yeah, true that.
You know, and I think that's something that AI will never replicate, which is, you know, feelings from the heart,
Yeah.
because you have to have one to do that.
Yeah, and I mean it's for us. Of course, we like somehow the songs as end products, but for us, the process of composing and also playing, that's the most important part.
Sure, sure. Not gonna go out in club and see an AI band live anytime soon.
Yeah, that's true.
And I wanted to ask you, and speaking of that, what are your plans for a future will you take to the road?
Yeah, well, we are really enthusiastic about playing live as well. We're still kind of in the process of setting things up. Uh, let's see how far we will go, but we'll try to at least play within Finland as much as we
Yeah,
can.
sure.
I wanted to ask you both if you could speak on your musical development and tell me at what age you began.
Okay. Aki, do you want to go first?
I guess I was 13 or 14. At school, we had this first band, which was greatest band ever, as far as I remember. I believe that was the first steps. But of course, my brother plays drums at that moment also. So he's been a professional music for his whole life. So, and my father was a professional singer. So that music was of course everywhere. And I kind of adapted about 13, 14 years old when I was 13, 14
Wow.
with guitar, and of course went to drums after that. And now I've been singing like 27 years or something like that.
Wow.
Trying to.
Oh, you're doing more than trying, my friend.
Thank you, sir. Very kind.
Yeah, for me too, it was elementary school. So I started with something like classical guitar when I was relatively young, and then maybe the interest faded slightly, but then I discovered electric guitar when going to the second part of elementary school around 13, 14, and that was a big love at first sight. And then after that, it's been like a longer road. Then the synthesizers came into the mix around 2016, 2017. I started getting into them more seriously, and it's been a like nice balancing act between those two. And then also kind of if you feel that you're hitting a wall with one instrument, then you can kind of switch
Sure.
your attention to the other.
And as far as equipment, do you have any like guitar equipment that's a go-to for you?
Yeah, I'm uh, guitar wise, I play Paul Reed Smith single cuts, and those have been like a big or definitely a favorite. I have two of them, and I kind of rarely go elsewhere. And then Mesa Boogie on the back, so it's been a really good combination for me.
And I wanted to ask you, both of you, along this journey, what has been the best advice that's been given to you guys along the years?
Great question. Aki, does something come to
Yeah,
you?
I believe the greatest advice, it was from my dad, of course. He said that it doesn't matter how big you will be, just be humble to people. And stay rooted. That was maybe the first thing he told to me and to my brother also, and it's been the greatest advice ever.
Yeah, definitely a great piece. I I think I probably forgotten a lot of the advice I was given, but one of the like good pieces of advice um, that was given to me by my guitar teacher like way back was when I was in my yeah, earliest bands was that the kind of uh, I'm trying to translate it exactly to get capture the mood, but it was kind of saying that good music is the music that you like, so that
Yes.
you just trust your own taste. That if somebody you like the music that you make, then maybe somebody else likes it as well.
I wanted to ask you, and getting back to the album, were there tracks that didn't make the cut for the album?
Yeah, there's one we recorded drums for 9 tracks, and so there was one song that we relatively early on, maybe after after recording the bass, like the backing guitars or something like
Mm.
that, dropped out. There was
Oh
a
yeah,
like,
it was the 101.
yeah,
Yeah.
101.
Oh,
It was a while ago, so I was
Mm.
struggling to remember, but yeah, we did some preparation for it, uh, but in all of the songs we kind of built them also after the recording quite a lot, so adding parts and changing compositions and
Sure.
changing chord structures from so maybe uh, nothing got like completely rewritten, but still major parts we felt that we needed to do. And
Mm.
in that song, there were a few of those kinds of pieces where we just or parts that we felt that overall we weren't able to completely kind of
Yeah.
fix, and we thought that it's not on the yeah, so we weren't able to kind of salvage that as a song.
And logistically, is everyone close where you can rehearse often?
Yeah, yeah, we live in the same city, so we
yeah.
go to the rehearsal pad every week.
Excellent. And I wanted to ask you as well, we talked about this great album. I wanted to ask you, what's the best way to get a physical copy of it and any merchandise that you have?
Yeah, you can navigate to our Bandcamp, uh, or and then you can order a CD, at least in Europe, and I don't remember if we were able to ship it to the States, but if there's some problem with using Bandcamp, then you can also just drop us a line through Facebook or Instagram, and we'll be happy to. We're just happy that somebody likes these things,
Yeah.
likes these songs, so we're very happy to ship them around and get the word out.
It's amazing. It's from top to bottom, it's one of my favorite albums of the year. You guys have such a great, unique sound. And I can
Thank you.
tell you're pulling from different directions and different fields of music. And when it all comes together, it sonically is excellent. I loved it.
We're really glad to hear you like it. So that's somehow like we said, we're kind of trying to make some music that we're happy with, and then for us, it's the best kind of feedback we can hear that somebody likes it. So we
Yeah.
don't take it for
That's
granted
true.
at all.
And lastly, my friends, I wanted to ask you each if you could take a moment and give a message to your fans.
Okay, Aki, do you wanna start?
For all the bands in the world,
Fans.
fans. Yeah, I was sweating. All the bands. For the fans, I hope that the ride goes on, and it's a pleasure to hear when people just give it out in loud, just like you, sir, Rob. It's been a great to be interviewed with a man from across the other side of the world, and to hear that our music just goes further than we thought, and for all fans, I hope to see people when we are playing live, because I believe that's major part of us also, and we wish to see people in the audience. Of course, that's the main reason also to do this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty similar thoughts from my side as well. That we're really humbled and glad that some people have liked this music that we make, and we're going to continue. We have a few songs that we've composed after, and hopefully the next album will not take 8 years to record,
Yes.
but hopefully we'll be able to do this a bit sooner. And indeed, thanks a lot for all the support and positive feedback that we have had. And if you come and see us play live, then just you can just also come and talk to us. It'd be nice to hear, nice to chat and
Well,
meet people. That's what I'm looking forward to.
absolutely. And I wanted to take a moment to thank you for creating an album that I enjoyed from top to bottom. I look forward to what lies ahead for you, my friends.
Yeah, thank you very much,
Thank
Bob.
you. Thanks.
Thank you again for taking time to speak with me today. And please keep me updated with anything that comes about news so I can hear about it and get it out there to your fans.
Yeah, we will do that
Yeah.
definitely.
And
Thank
maybe
you.
next time you can see my face also.
Absolutely, absolutely. You
Yeah,
take
well,
care, my friends, and enjoy the rest of your day.
yeah,
You
you
too.
too.
Thank you.
Cheers.